The cost of college just got more expensive. Tonight on NewsLink Indiana, the changes that could affect prospective Ball State students.
And the November election is less than a week away. If you haven't voted yet, where you can vote around Delaware County.
We saw quite a bit of rain across the state today, but relief is on the way. I'll have the full details in my weather.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being with us. I'm Emerson Lehman.
And I'm Wyndham Gant. In case you missed it, former Heisman Trophy winner and current minor league baseball player Tim Tebow spoke on campus earlier tonight.
Another exciting aspect of the event is a group of Delaware County students that are using their experiences to act as mentors in the community. Bailey Shelton is live at Worthen Arena with the story.
The whole entire atmosphere is love.
After Muncie's historic field house took on storm damage last year, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes found a new home for their annual Fields of Faith event on Ball State's campus. For students like Lorenz Sims, it still felt like the same community.
I think I found a lot of happiness from this church. But then I felt as if God was like, no, it's not just like a fun little thing you're doing. Like, I have a purpose for you.
Sims was one of the students that spoke on stage at Worthen during this year's event. He talked to a full arena about his concept of surrender.
I feel as if there are just certain things that we see in our city that maybe we can't do like a big corporate type of prayer. But as individuals, we just need to take the time. The end result will be much greater than what we think it will be.
Students from around Delaware County hope to act as mentors through their faith and through shared experiences.
Like, hey, I'm here for you. Like, I feel like that's something that's needed, like just a reassurance of some sort, just letting people know, like, hey, you don't always have to be alone.
It just starts with a conversation, and I think the way that we spread that is showing love to people outside of these events, and living up to what we actually preach.
All of the people who participated in the Fields of Faith team were Delaware County students, and as you can see, people are filing out of Worthen Arena here, but the hope is that all of their message will go on past these doors. In Muncie, Bailey Shelton, NewsLink, Indiana.
All right, Bailey, thank you. More than 10,000 people were in attendance at Worthen Arena tonight. And it was certainly a rainy day, Wyndham, here in the Delaware County viewing area. Lots of rain. Hopefully we can put those umbrellas away pretty soon.
Right, it was raining from the second I woke up this morning. Can you give us any kind of good news, Stephen?
Yes. Good evening, guys. It was quite a nasty and rather breezy day across the entire state to kick off November. Wow. A lot of heavy rain this morning, and it also carried throughout the entire afternoon. Looking at the rainfall totals for the day, almost 2 inches here in Muncie and up close to 2.5 inches down in Shelbyville, and radar right now is quite active. We're seeing a lot of this rain push to the north and east into Ohio. We're starting to see a dry pocket forming just south of Muncie, but this back end of the system will swing on in within the next hour to 2 hours, giving us more rain for the rest of the evening. It is quite chilly as you step out the door across most of the state. 44 in Indianapolis, 42 in Kokomo, Lafayette, and up in Fort Wayne. It's 45 on Ball State's campus. Breezy winds out of the northeast at 20 miles per hour. It feels like 36 out there, so continue to have the warm jacket. In my full weather, I'll have the details on how we'll have relief in the next coming days.
All right, Stephen, looking forward to it. Thank you. The cost of college for some future Ball State students is getting more expensive. Ball State recently removed 2 programs granting in-state tuition to out-of-state students. The university decided to not participate in the Midwest Student Exchange Program and the Ohio Reciprocity Agreement. The decision was made as the university tries to make plans for future student enrollment. Current students who take advantage of the programs will not be affected by the decision. However, students from Illinois, Kansas, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, Ohio, and Wisconsin will no longer be able to apply for these programs after next semester.
And an update to a story we brought you on Tuesday. Mayor Dennis Tyler is joining Muncie Community Schools in opposing Way Academy. Way Academy wants to build a new charter school in Muncie. In a letter to the Indiana Charter School Board chairman, Tyler asked them to not let the academy, quote, invade Muncie. MCS issued a similar letter to the board on Tuesday. Way Academy currently operates 3 academies in Detroit, Michigan. The number of early voters has increased exponentially compared to previous midterm elections. As of Wednesday, about 6.7 thousand people have voted early by using the election office, Delaware County Building, or by mail. According to Delaware County Clerk Mike King, this is a bigger number compared to the almost 3.6 thousand voters in 2014. Voters with a proper ID can vote on the first floor of the Delaware County Building from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Early voting will continue until noon on Monday, November 5th. And on your screen right now is a list of the first 10 precincts in Delaware County. For all 98 precincts, you can visit newslinkindiana.com. Now stay with NewsLink Indiana as your election headquarters for 2018. We'll have live team coverage beginning at 9 o'clock Tuesday, November 6th, with results from across Delaware County and the state. Again, that will be next Tuesday evening, November 6th, beginning at 9 o'clock.
A Muncie man is behind bars tonight after a standoff with police. 45-year-old Alexis Brand was arrested after refusing to come out of his home for 20 minutes. Police were initially called to Brand's home after receiving a report of a fight. A woman told police that Brand shoved her into a kitchen counter and chased her out of the house with a gun. Brand allegedly fired the gun into the air. He is being held at the Delaware County Jail on a $20,000 bond.
In Fulton County tonight, the woman charged with killing 3 students at a bus stop and injuring a 4th says she did not recognize the school bus lights. 24-year-old Alyssa Shepard was driving her pickup truck Tuesday morning when she struck the group of children crossing the highway just north of Rochester. The crash killed twin brothers Xavier and Mason Engel and their 9-year-old sister Olivia Stahl. The 4th child is still in the hospital. Shepard's initial hearing is scheduled for November 13th. Funerals continue in Pittsburgh for the victims of Saturday's deadly synagogue shooting. Married for more than 60 years, Sylvan and Bernice Simon were laid to rest Thursday. The couple is among the 11 people killed at the Tree of Life Synagogue. Mourners walked behind the hearses after the service. Robert Bowers is charged with gunning down the worshipers inside the synagogue. He pleaded not guilty to 44 federal counts. Most of the charges are eligible for the death penalty.
Incredible to think that 11 lives were lost, 6 others injured, including law enforcement officials. As President Trump and I have made clear, what happened was not just criminal, it was evil, and we will never allow violence or anti-Semitism to take hold in the United States of America.
Back on campus to commemorate the lives lost in Pittsburgh, there will be a vigil tomorrow evening at 4:30 near the Beneficent statue. Everyone is encouraged and welcome to attend.
Coming up, Ball State gave students a chance to learn more about global cultures and traditions through their taste buds.
And spooky season is over, but one coffee giant is getting festive. All that and more on the way. Stay with us.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, she seems fine to me.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was drunk.
No more, he was drunk.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, why didn't she tell anyone? No more, we don't talk about that.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Well, Ball State University is giving the Taste of Chicago a run for its money. Ball State's 9th annual The Amazing Taste took place earlier today, celebrating the rich diversity on campus and its centennial. Countries from around the world were represented in the Student Center in an attempt to educate and bring multicultural awareness to students. Each floor showcased a different continent with a multitude of countries sharing the spotlight. Students could enjoy live music, cultural displays, and a variety of unique cuisines.
This started as a partnership with Multicultural Center and the international programs to educate the Ball State community of the different cultures that are represented within the student body.
Ball State students can continue to expect the same cultural representation at the Amazing Taste 10th anniversary next year.
Amazon employees will now have bigger paychecks. The e-commerce giant announced all Amazon employees in the U.S. will now make no less than $15 an hour. This pay raise has affected 250,000 employees and includes Whole Foods and all subsidiary employees. Amazon is also raising the minimum wage for London area employees to $13.60 per hour. However, the rest of the UK minimum wage will start at $12.30 per hour.
Google employees around the world walked off the job today. The workers are upset with how management at the company have dealt with sexual misconduct allegations. The walkout occurred just after 11 o'clock this morning at nearly 24 offices around the world. The protests come after a New York Times investigation says several executives were protected by management. Some were even given multi-million-dollar severance packages even after they were accused of sexual misconduct. The company says it takes harassment very seriously and reviews every complaint. And for some, the beginning of November means it's officially time for the holiday season, Wyndham.
That's right, and this also means Starbucks is bringing back its classic holiday specialty cups. This year, you'll find 4 new cup designs, plus some of the classic holiday specialty drinks. And the company plans to bring back themed treats like sugar plum cheese danishes and more.
Very crazy to think that winter is right around the corner. Stephen, not very winter-like weather, though, with a lot of rain today.
No, not at all, Emerson. And coming up in my full weather, I'll discuss about more of the rain and potential relief in sight. Temperatures tonight in the mid to low 40s. I'll have your full forecast after the break.
For those who serve today and those who served before them, for those whose sacrifice will never end, the Gary Sinise Foundation shows its gratitude through entertainment, outreach, and life-changing support. We can never give enough, but we can always give a little more. Find out how you can donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
Sometimes there's no do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. And guys, as we mentioned, it was pretty much a washout today, a lot of rain, but Stephen, you're mentioning a chance for sunshine. Wyndham, I'm looking forward to that sunshine this weekend.
Yeah, I'm hoping this rain doesn't carry too much into the weekend. What can you tell us, Stephen?
We saw quite a lot of rain today, guys. Messy start to November. Along with that, it was quite breezy. It made it feel even more cooler. It just didn't help at all. And hopefully, yes, like you guys said, could see relief in sight. Mention more of that later in the forecast. But heading out the door right now, though, rain chances are still occurring actually across the state. We're seeing a dry pocket actually in and around Muncie, but this back half of the system will slowly swing in and give us some more steady rain showers for tonight. As you step out the door right now, actually, as a matter of fact, too, along with this rain, it's caused river flood warnings along the Mississippi River through Delaware and Randolph counties. This goes in effect until early Saturday morning, so stay away from those flooded areas. Now, taking you into futurecast, the time of the rest of tonight out, around midnight tonight, we'll see some rain, more heavier rain towards the northwest, and this will slowly continue to move to the east-northeast, but just before daybreak, we'll see this rain finally push out, giving way for a rather dry Friday, which is good news because we did see a lot of rain today, and I know we all don't want to see it anymore. But as you step out the door across the state right now, quite chilly outside, 44 in Indianapolis, 42 in Fort Wayne, Kokomo, and in Lafayette. It is 44 on Ball State's campus. We have breezy winds still to northeast of 17 miles per hour. Feels like 36. Continue to keep the warm jackets on you as well as the umbrella if you're heading out for any late night stay sessions. Heading to tonight, we'll drop to a low of only 41 degrees. Steady rain, cloudy skies, winds stay breezy out of the north at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow, better story, but still a bit chilly. AM shower possible. That's what I was talking about with the showers in general before daybreak, but other than that, dry but cloudy, 49 for the high, winds lighter out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We are right around the corner for the first full weekend of November. Saturday, really nice day, 55 for the high, winds light out of the south-southwest, but Sunday, high of 59, even warmer, but 40% chance of rain. We could see some late PM showers carry in even into Monday morning. And with the 5-day rain chances in general, speaking of that, we have a 40% chance of rain on Monday as well, but better chances of rain coming as well for next Tuesday on Election Day. In your 7-day forecast, once again, temperatures slowly warm up into the upper 50s. Monday, a 40% chance of rain to kick off the first full week of November. Don't forget to set your clocks back 1 hour for Sunday. Daylight savings time ends, so we go back 1 hour. Tuesday, we could see a couple strong storms, actually. 60% chance of rain. We will be keeping a close eye on that for you. High of 61, but then as that powerful system pushes through, guys, it's going to get quite chilly from the middle of next week. Talking like end of November weather, actually. Highs in the mid to upper 40s. So, yes, Emerson and Wyndham, relief is in sight. Beautiful Saturday, but get ready for the rain to come back by the end of Sunday into the first full week of November.
Well, you know, people get so excited for Christmas when November starts. I know you're one of them.
Yep.
I personally don't. I like giving Thanksgiving its own time, but I mean, those look like some almost, near winter temperatures coming.
Exactly.
And I'm happy to take the cold without the rain.
I understand
Especially
that.
for sports.
I do too.
What's coming up in sports for us?
Well, coming up in sports after the break, we'll be talking about Ball State basketball. Their season will be starting up soon, so we'll preview that. Also find out which Ball State soccer players earned end of the year honors after the break.
Isn't this perfect?
It was my pleasure. May I?
Adam, I can't thank you enough for saving me from that sweepstakes scam. I could have lost everything.
It was a classic cat and mouse game. Remember, you never have to pay to play.
You're my hero.
Oh.
After all these years. What's the matter, Adam? Cat got your tongue?
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Andrew Sanders with sports. Ball State men's basketball season is about to get underway with an exhibition game tomorrow. And for some players, the game can't come soon enough as they finally get to step onto the court and contribute. NewsLink Indiana's Connor Miller has the story.
After a mandatory year off, former SEC transfers Bracken Hazen and KJ Walton are ready to join the MAC. For 6'8" forward redshirt sophomore transfer from Arkansas, Bracken Hazen, there is a sense of eagerness after a long year of ineligibility, and he has one area in mind that he can help his team with that they had been missing.
Really excited. I mean, it's just a sense of relief, really. Finally get to, make an impact for the team instead of just playing the last 2 minutes of a game, so I'm really excited to make an impact. We were kind of basically dead last in the MAC when it came to rebounding, so I'm hoping to add that spark and that energy to the defensive and offensive side of the rebounding.
Teammate Taylor Person says he's ready to finally have Hazen joining him on the court.
He's smart, and he's been 2 years since he's played, so he's getting a little bit, sometimes a little antsy, but I'm really excited to get a chance to play with him this year.
KJ Walton, the 6'3" guard redshirt junior transfer from Missouri, says he is ready to add more energy, experience, and leadership to the roster.
It's been almost 2 years not playing, and we got a great thing going right now, great energy, and I'm just happy to get going.
At the team's first press conference, Cardinals head coach James Whitford says that in the offseason, Walton has surprised even him.
KJ, almost hard to imagine knowing how well he jumps, but added 3.5 inches to his vertical in the offseason, which is ridiculous for anybody, much less somebody that already had a 40-inch vertical.
The team's first official game will be at home against Indiana State on November 6th. In Muncie, Connor Miller, NewsLink, Indiana.
The Cardinals have an exhibition game against UIndy on Friday at 7 p.m. right here in Muncie at Worthen Arena. Now, the Ball State football team traveled to Toledo last night in a conference matchup the Cardinals may want to forget. The Cardinals' uphill climb began early in the first quarter as Toledo running back Bryant Koback punched in his first 2 touchdowns for the night on the Rockets' first offensive series. Now, Ball State would reclaim the ball following a second Toledo touchdown as quarterback Drew Plitt was sacked at the Ball State 28-yard line. This resulted in a scoop and score for Toledo, putting them up 21-0 just midway into the first quarter. Eventually, the Ball State offense found its footing on this 18-yard touchdown pass from Plitt to Riley Miller, creating a 2-score game at the start of the second quarter, but Toledo would then go on a 17-6 run before Ball State true freshman Ameche Uzodinma hauled in a spectacular one-handed interception. The interception was an opportunity the Cardinals did not take advantage of as Toledo quickly retook possession and scored again, putting the nail in the coffin of a 45-13 loss for Ball State in a game featuring 10 total turnovers between both teams. Ball State falls to 3-7 overall and 2-4 in the MAC. The Cardinals get the week off before hosting Western Michigan on November 13th. And Ball State freshman soccer player Tatiana Mason has been named the 2018 MAC Freshman of the Year, in addition to being selected to the All-MAC second team and All-MAC freshman team this year. Mason leads all freshmen in the MAC with 6 goals, including 5 game winners this season. Leading all Cardinals in points on the year, the freshman scored as many goals in MAC play as she did outside the conference. Now, Mason isn't the only Cardinal being recognized. Teammates Paula Guerrero, Emily Simmons, and Tristan Stuteville were also named to the All-MAC second team this season. The Cardinals will play Friday against Western Michigan in the MAC tournament semifinals. A win would place them in the conference championship. And this is a Cardinal soccer team, you guys, that, if you remember, lost an overtime thriller in the conference semis last season. So the Cardinals are hoping to make it over that hump this season and play for a MAC title.
Absolutely, and it's great to see them getting some recognition, as you mentioned, in the post-conference awards. Hopefully they can get that win this weekend. That'd be fantastic.
Certainly, looking forward to it.
All right, well, up next on NewsLink Indiana, find out how a few celebrities got into the Halloween spirit.
And how a challenge video gone viral is warning people not to follow, right here on NewsLink Indiana.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds. We surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. Time now to take a look at what is trending.
Joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Destiny Johnson. How are you doing today, Destiny?
Hi, I'm doing great today. Thank you. So in trending today, even though Halloween was yesterday and sadly it's over, there's still one more treat. Many celebrities showed out this year in their best creative costumes. Let's take a look at Halloween in Hollywood. Justin Timberlake and the fam went out as superhero characters Harley Quinn, Robin, and Batman in Lego form. Take a look at Heidi Klum as Fiona. Kylie Jenner was living in a plastic world when she dressed up as Barbie. Meanwhile, Beyonce was the world's fastest female when she dressed up as Florence Joyner. And you don't want to miss Jerry Seinfeld as the Big Bad Wolf and Grandma and his wife Jessica as Little Red Riding Hood. And next in trending, a recent video gone viral is warning fans not to try a specific stunt at home, the fire-breathing staircase challenge. The video shows footage of people spitting fire across a fire garage. The video went viral after it was posted on Facebook and Twitter with a caption saying, "Now I want to see 4 college bros armed with whiskey battle a dragon." But the professionals who participated in the video want to let the fans know that this is a very dangerous stunt and not to try this at home.
All right, well, thank you so much, Destiny, for that look at the trending world. One final look at the weather, Stephen.
Yes, really nasty day today overall, but relief is in sight in your 7-day forecast. Temperatures slowly go up into the upper 50s. Saturday, dry and beautiful, a little bit warmer, but rain chances return by as late as Sunday evening going into Monday before we can see the possibility of some strong storms, unusual for this time of the year. High of 61. After that powerful cold front passes through, though, guys, it's going to be really chilly. By the middle of next week, surely will feel like the end of November, beginning of December, highs in the mid to upper 40s. So after all this roller coaster kind of weather, you'll definitely want to have the warm jackets still around for the middle of next week.
Definitely keep those jackets handy. All right, Stephen, thank you so much. That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.